High snap, play action, Nichols underneath, caught, gets away from one tackler, gets away from two tacklers, down the sidelines, one man to beat, stutter step, getting away to the end zone, number 8, Dylan Talley, touchdown, Bowie.
Robertson in motion, Craven's back to pass, goes across the middle, Ghostin holds it in, he's gonna go to the touchdown, to the house, Cravens to Ghostin, Colt, touchdown.
As a tight end, pulls a guard, Barrett finds the hole, follows the pulling guard, cuts outside, bounces outside to the 20, 10, 15, 5, touchdown Bowers, touchdown Bowie.
Out of the stretch. Sky towards left center field. The wind is carrying it. Is it gone? It is! Jackson Irons with a 2-run shot over the left center field fence. He'll plate Wharton, and it's 6-4. There's still an injury.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, live from Sam Houston baseball field. It's the Bowie Volunteers at Sam Houston. We're in the middle of the playing of the national anthem. We're going to visit a couple of our sponsors and be right back with first pitch.
John Wade Roofing is celebrating 40 years serving the Arlington area. John Sr. played for Colt football and was the team MVP in '76. He went on to play for TCU, earning all conference honors. The family has a Colt legacy that spans generations and wants to help your family's roofing needs, plus gutters, painting, solar, and more. For more information, go to johnwaderoofing.com.
If you're a small business owner looking for reliable insurance coverage, or perhaps just navigating the complexities of Medicare, look no further. Chapman Cornelius Insurance Services is a family-owned, independent agency with over 50 years of experience, specializing in tailored insurance solutions for small businesses and their owners. Whether you need property, liability, commercial auto, or even life and health insurance, their agents can help you feel secure in selecting the insurance you need. Call April Chapman or Jason Ott today at 817-265-3346.
Good evening, baseball fans. It's time for Baseball Night in Texas on a Tuesday night edition of your Bowie Volunteers visiting the Sam Houston Texans from a very windy gale force winds on the ball field tonight as Sam Houston's pitcher is warming up right now in order to get this ball game underway. As we're so close to first pitch, let me run through the Bowie offense as they're bringing their batters to play in this first half inning. Leading off will be Jackson Turner, number 5. In the 2-hole, Christian Uribe. In the 3-hole, Roman Ortega. In the 4-hole, Brody Ferguson. Batting 5th, Jason Wheeler. Batting 6th, Josh Kaber. Batting 7th, Roberto De Leon. Batting 8th, Andrew Vega, and rounding out the top 9 for the Bowie Volunteers tonight, Alex Rojas. Sebastian De La Rosa on the mound for the Texans, throwing to Angel Salgado, and his first pitch is inside for ball 1. The Texan defense at first base, Eduardo Lagunas. At second base, Marcos Lopez. Third base, Angel Estrada. Shortstop, Mark Ramos. Second pitch is tapped foul for strike 1 by the leadoff batter, Jackson Turner. Outfield, Daniel Garcia in left, Noel Lopez in center, Adriel Estrada in right. Angel Salgado behind the plate, and as I mentioned, Sebastian De La Rosa on the mound. The 1-1 pitch, a little bit low and inside for ball 2 to the batter. Folks, we didn't get to do a pregame show, but we'd like to at least recognize our pregame show sponsors, Chapman Cornelius Insurance. His next pitch is tapped foul on the third baseline. Pregame show is presented by Chapman Cornelius Insurance Services, a family-owned business with a team of professionals who have served the Arlington area for over 50 years. Don't let insurance be a headache. Chapman Cornelius can help you create a custom insurance plan tailored to your small business's needs and budget. Next pitch is foul tipped into the glove of the catcher De La Rosa for strike 3 and out number 1. Call April Chapman or Jason Ott today at 817-265-3346 or go to www.chapman-cornelius.com. That'll bring up the second batter of the inning, Christian Uribe. Uribe steps in early in this ball game, and the first pitch is low and inside for ball one. Sam Houston occupying the first base dugout tonight. Bowie over in the third base dugout. We are right behind the umpires, and that's a sharply hit ball right through the hole between first and second, right between Lopez and Lagunas, and Uribe is on with a clean base hit to get the Volunteers started tonight.
Now batting, number 7.
I'm joined by my wife tonight. Patsy Arnold is on the call with me here, keeping up with balls, strikes, and outs and runs. Hopefully we'll get a lot of runs up there for Bowie tonight. But it's a special day for us, and it's our anniversary, and we're out on the ball field, Pat.
We're celebrating 36 years by doing something that we have loved since the beginning of our marriage.
We have done baseball from day one. Got a ball 1 count on the batter here. Christian Uribe. Sorry, Roman Ortega is up to bat now. That ball gets past the catcher all the way to the backstop, and that'll run Christian Uribe down to second on the pass ball. Ortega, the pitcher for the Volunteers tonight, facing his pitching counterpart in Sebastian De La Rosa. Balls now have a runner at second with a 2-0 count on the batter, Ortega. Next pitch is a called strike. Count runs to 2 balls and 1 strike. One runner out at second. Brody Ferguson on deck. That ball's down and low in the dirt. Uribe takes off, and it gets past the third baseman. Uribe is coming in, and he's going to score standing for the first run of the game. Uribe comes around from...
Nice pitch, buddy. Is that full block game, sure? Good bun.
That's a really good one.
Got him.
That was a good one.
Now batting, number 15, Jason Wheeler. Does it delay or?
Sometimes it doesn't delay.
Back to live action here in the Bowie versus Sam Houston game. Brody Ferguson just grounded out to first to move Roman Ortega down to second. 2 outs in the inning now, and Jason Wheeler up to bat.
Nice pitch.
First pitch to Wheeler is low.
It's been low a little bit. You might have been one of those.
Fans, Christian Uribe scored the first run of the game. That first run scored by the Vols is their first taco tally. All first runs of the game presented by Taqueria Taco Express this season. That ball is flared into right field. It's going to drop fair, just inside the fair line, and Roman Ortega is going to come around to score Bowie's second run of the inning, and that will give a double to Jason
Now
Wheeler
batting, number 4.
with 2 outs in the inning, and Josh Kaber coming to bat. Visit any of Taqueria Taco Express's 4 locations on Taco Tuesday for their $10 meal. Taqueria Taco Express with the first run of the game tonight. Brings up Josh Kaber. That ball is hit in the air. This wind is going to wreak havoc on it. It falls in front of the outfielders. Jason Wheeler is going to be waved around third by Coach Crowdis, and he will score the 3rd run of the ball game as Kaber gets to first base on a base hit. The wind is blowing about 40 miles an hour, it seems like, folks. It's blowing into our faces, into home plate from right field.
Number 12, Roberto
And it is really going to be a factor in the ball game all night tonight. Roberto De Leon stepping up to bat. De Leon, the catcher for the Volunteers. 2 outs, runner at first. That ball's thrown way inside for ball 1. You can probably hear the wind in our headsets. Not much we can do about that until the sun goes down, and hopefully the wind will die down. That ball is hit to the shortstop. Ramos gets the out at second on the toss, and that'll end the inning for the Volunteers, but not before they put 3 runs on the board and take a 3-0 lead into the bottom of the first inning. This is high school baseball on ZAP, presented by John Wade Roofing.
If you're like me and need printed materials to get your brand out there to the community, then you need Eka Signs. Conveniently located in central Arlington, Eka features a wide selection of shirts, hats, banners, yard signs, acrylics, magnets for your car, magnets for your fridge, tumblers, A-frames, and more. Call Eka at 817-617-2229 for more information and tell them Zap sent you.
Test, 1, 2, 3.
Nope. I got nothing. I can hear you.
I don't know.
But I can't hear you on the headset.
I've got you turned on.
Taqueria Taco Express is your one-stop shop for all things authentic Mexican in Arlington and Grand Prairie.
Okay.
And this fall, you'll now have 4 stops to choose from. Visit the new location off 20 and Little Road or any of their 3 original locations and try their $10 Taco Tuesday. It includes 5 tacos and an agua fresca. They also feature new birria items plus tortas, gorditas, and more. Find out just how much more by visiting taqueriatacoexpress.com.
Okay, it's done. You ready?
Not really, but okay.
Okay, go.
Welcome back to the bottom of the first inning. The Bowie Volunteers will take the field. Sam Houston will be sending up their 1, 2, 3 batters. Sebastian De La Rosa, the pitcher, leading off. Angel Salgado, the catcher, on deck, and Mark Ramos, the shortstop, is on deck. The Bowie defense looks like this. Brody Ferguson at first base, Josh Kaber at second, Christian Uribe at third, Andrew Vega at shortstop, Alex Rojas left field, Jackson Turner in center, Jason Wheeler in right. The battery for the Volunteers tonight, Roberto De Leon behind the plate, and on the mound, Roman Ortega.
Leading off for your Houston Texans, Sebastian De La Rosa.
Sebastian De La Rosa, you may have heard the announcer there telling us here at the ballpark at Sam Houston that he'll be leading off the inning. Roman Ortega has been spotted 3 runs by his offense. It's a good way to start the ballgame.
So now you can click on sturdy, and then
Ortega's first line pitch. Swung on and hit to the
Oh,
it's going to be coming out of into the foul territory. Hits the top row of the stands. Got a good contingent of Bowie baseball tonight. Share the link. Go to YouTube. Tell people to go to YouTube at Zach the Voice, and we'll bring you all the action live here from Sam Houston's ball field on this windy night. The 0-1 pitch is the ball. One ball, 1 strike. To the leadoff batter, Sebastian De La Rosa. De La Rosa is the pitcher for the Texans tonight. Swung on and fouled straight back to the back is the catcher for the Texans. Two-hole spot. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the leadoff batter, De La Rosa. That's a foul at the plate.
Just put a strike.
Oh, did he foul it?
Count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes.
This guy's pitching way harder than he was normal.
Next delivery swung on and missed. The ball is dropped. De Leon's got to throw it down to first to Brody Ferguson, and that records the out. So Roman Ortega starts with a K, and that'll bring
Now
out the catcher,
batting,
Angel
number 14,
Salgado.
Angel Salgado.
Salgado, right-handed batting catcher. Steps in. Mark Ramos, shortstop, is on deck. Ortega's wide in his first delivery. He swung on and fouled to the right side. Strike 1.
That's not fun. Right away, I'll do that.
What's it called? The little kid had the ball.
Fans, we were not, due to technical difficulties, weren't able to do a pregame show.
I still got it.
But we will let you know as that ball comes in. It's ball 1 strike. Bowie Volunteers are starting district action undefeated as they beat Grand Prairie in their 2 games last week. So it's a good way to get started in district action. Looking to stay undefeated in district here tonight. That next pitch sails a little bit high for ball 2.
When was that game? When they were the dog there on the field? Oh, you remember?
2 balls and 1 strike to Salgado.
It was like inner squad. Oh, we were inner squatting and someone.
Next delivery is swung on and hit down first base. Brody Ferguson gobbles it up, goes over and steps on his own bag for the
Now
3
batting,
unassisted.
number 12, Mark
And the second out of the
Ramos.
inning. Mark Ramos steps up to bat, the shortstop tonight for the Texans. Nobody on for Sam Houston here. As Ortega winds and deals. First pitch to him is hit sharply to shortstop and right past Andrew Vega. I mean, Vega was on his knee and he had the ball right in front of him. Boy, I don't know. That's pretty close to an error. What do you think about that, Mom?
Yeah, it
Now
was,
batting,
we had it, and
number
then
9,
I passed.
Oliver
I think
Coronado.
So I'm gonna put the runner on first base with the E6, and that'll bring up Daniel Garcia, the left fielder.
What is this song? He is not.
Houston with their first run of the night.
He is losing aura. It's Rice Harper's Waffle song.
I'll take it.
Bro, losing aura.
If he gets a hit, though, he'll
Number 9 steps into the right-handed batter's box for his first appearance tonight. Ortega takes a look over at first base at Ramos and throws over there. Ramos dives back in. No tag even applied on that one. We do have real dirt here after playing at Grand Prairie with their AstroTurf fields, so the players can actually get their uniforms dirty tonight. Look like they've been in a ball game. That ball's fouled off to the right side. Ramos getting a huge lead on first base.
accidentally plus 1 and then go up there.
Like they take off earlier?
2 outs here in the inning. Ortega taking a look at him over there. Pitch home. Calls. Strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes to Daniel Garcia. With a runner at first and 2 outs at the bottom of the first. Ortega's next pitch is swung on and hit. Brody Ferguson's going to get past him into right field. Daniel Garcia gets the hit.
Now batting, number 13, Eduardo
Ends up at third base. That'll
Lagunas.
drive Mark Ramos all the way over to third base. So runners at the corners for the Texans, and that'll bring up Eduardo Lagunas.
And we're going to see it in the game.
2 outs in the inning. Left-handed batting, Eduardo Laguna steps into the left-handed batting box with the first run of the game potentially just 90 feet away. First pitch is a call, strike 1 on that outside corner. No 1 pitch. Swung on and missed by Lagunas. Count runs to 0-2.
No 2 count on the last batter, and still managed to make contact. Nothing
Runner
here.
takes off for second. It's a play at second base, and the umpire throws him out at second base. So Daniel Garcia out for the third out of the inning, and that'll end the action for the for the Texans here in the bottom of the first inning. Volunteers 4, Texans 1 as we're heading to the top of the second inning.
Right.
This is Texas High School Baseball on ZAP, presented by John Wade Roofing.
Page's Pretty Roots is a Texas-based small business where you can discover handcrafted treasures designed to nurture your body and soul. From custom t-shirts that showcase your unique style to nourishing sugar scrubs and moisturizers made with love. Whether you're looking for a fun fashion statement or all-natural self-care, you'll find something special here. Shop now and experience the magic of handmade by scanning the QR code or searching Page's Pretty Roots on Etsy.com.
She's still going.
Hey, this is John Wade Jr., Colt Football 97, class of 98. And the next time you have a roofing issue, be sure and call Arlington's favorite roofer, John Wade Roofing. Look us up on the internet at johnwaderoofing.com.
Welcome back live to the top of the second inning. Bowie's leadoff batter is at the plate, and Andrew Vega. It'll be Vega, Rojas, and top of the order Turner. 1, 2, 3 up to bat. This 8-9 one hitter is fouled off to the right side. Count runs to 1-1.
Oh, come up here.
Bowie put 3 runs up on the board in the top of the first inning. Volunteers 3, Texans up. Calarosa's next pitch, a little bit low for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. To the leadoff batter in the top of the second, Andrew Vega. Vega playing shortstop for Bowie tonight. That one low and inside, ball 3. Hitters count for Vega, 3 balls and 1 strike.
You're watching?
The dust from home plate is blowing into our eyes here. Next pitch, 3-1 pitch is down low for ball 4. Andrew Vega draws the leadoff walk for the Volunteers.
Number 3.
That'll bring up Alex Rojas, the left fielder.
That's right.
Alex's first appearance at the plate tonight after Bowie sent 7 batters to the dish in the first inning. Ortega De La Rosa set, bunt is squared for and bunted foul at the plate, strike 1. Coach Johnson over at the first base coaching box for Bowie. Coach Crowdis over at the third base coaching box. The signal that time was let's play some small ball guys and move the runner along. De La Rosa's next pitch, swinging away and hit the center field. It's going to hang up in the wind that's blowing in, and Noel Lopez is able to put the grab on it for out number 1. F8.
Now batting,
Alex
number
Rojas
5,
takes us back to the top of the order for Jackson Turner. Turner playing center field for the Volunteers tonight. Struck out his last time at bat. Got a runner over at first base in Vega. And there's 1 out in the inning. De La Rosa comes set, takes a look at his runner. Swung on and hit towards third base. Snagged there by the third baseman. Turns and throws to second for the force out there, but that's all he's going to get. Estrada to Lopez for the 5-4 out.
Number 11, Christian Uribe.
That brings up a second out in the inning, and Christian Uribe, who got a single in his last at bat, steps into the batter box. Andrew Vega erased over there. Jackson Turner actually takes his place on the fielder's choice. First pitch is a called strike 1. De La Rosa, a left-handed pitcher for the Texans, able to stare straight on and throws over there to first base. Turner is back easily, standing, no courtesy tag even Uribe scored the first run of the game after that base hit, that pass ball. Swing and miss and throw down to second base, and the runner gets past Mark Ramos, who makes the grab, so the runner moves down to second. And there's 0-2 on the batter. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second. The pitch, curveball that hits Uribe on the helmet. Curveball never broke, and had some action on it. It broke inside, and Uribe tried to duck out of the way, but that's an HBP that puts Uribe at first base. Turner stays at second because it's a dead ball. He's not able to advance on that play. And that'll bring up Roman Ortega, the pitcher. He walked and scored in his first at-bat this evening. That ball is hit foul over the right side out into the neighborhood here at Sam Houston. Probably out into the street there. No balls and 1 strike on Ortega.
The guy that
Rosa takes a look at his runner at second and comes home. That ball floats high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Roman Ortega. Pitch comes in. That ball stroked to left field. It's going all the way to the wall. Will it stay fair? It does stay fair. Rolls all the way to the coffin corner. Run scores. 2 runs score. Both runners come in to score. That's a double for Roman Ortega.
now batting, number 19.
Jackson Turner comes in to score. Christian Uribe comes all the way from first base to score. And that makes the new score 5-0. Bowie. That ball was being pushed by the wind as it went down that left field line, and it just barely stayed fair and then rolled into that coffin corner down there for a 2-out double. That'll bring up Brody Ferguson, the first baseman for the Bowie Volunteers tonight. First pitch to him is down low in the dirt for ball 1. Roman Ortega out at second after that double. Takes a look at second and comes home. Swung on and chopped. It's going to stay just a little bit foul down the third baseline. Angel Estrada comes in and picks that ball up, making sure it stayed foul. If it had stayed fair, it would have been trouble. Did a good job, good defensive job there, making sure the ball was foul before he touched it. Ferguson steps back in and awaits the 1-1 pitch. De La Rosa takes a look at Ortega at second and comes home. Ortega going to third. Ball is caught, brings it down, but Ortega is in there safely on the stolen base. Wait a minute.
Looks like they called him out. That umpire wasn't.
The umpire made no signal out there.
Hey, I'm calling a baseball game right now.
But the Texans left the field and the Volunteers are coming back out, so he must have nailed it at second base and third base for the 3rd out. So a good throw by Angel Salgado to Angel Estrada. Angel to Angel makes the connection, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs come across for Bowie on that one, and it's the new score is Bowie 5, Texans 0 in the middle of the 2nd. This is high school baseball on ZAP, presented by John Wade Roofing.
Hey Arlington residents, if you're like me and tired of rising insurance rates, then it's time to make the switch to Chapman Cornelius Insurance Services. Since 1984, they've been your trusted local insurance experts, offering competitive quotes for all your needs. Auto, homeowners, umbrella, renters, boats, and even classic cars. Why settle for less when you can get the best? Compare coverages today and see how much you can save by visiting chapman-cornelius.com. Chapman Cornelius, your local insurance partner since 1984.
Taquería Taco Express es la taquería oficial de Zach Arnold Productions. Extraordinaria y auténtica comida mexicana. Aquí encontrarás el mejor menú para el paladar más exigente. Puedes visitarlos en una de sus 3 sucursales ubicadas en Arlington y en Green Prairie. No te pierdas de su grandioso especial todos los martes, Taco Tuesday, de 5 tacos y un agua fresca por solo $10. Para encontrarnos o hacer un pedido, visítalos a su página web taqueriatacoexpress.com.
Welcome back to action here on the campus of Sam Houston High School. Roman Ortega throws the ball, dribbled out to shortstop. Tabor picks it up, throws it on to Ferguson for the first out on Eduardo.
Now batting, number 15, Angel Estrada.
So the 4-3 put out puts the first out on the board. That'll bring up Angel Estrada for the Texans. Marcos Lopez is on deck. Estrada playing third base, was involved in that throw down to third on Ortega. Estrada put the tag on him and ended the inning. First pitch to him is low for ball 1. This is Angel Estrada's first at bat this evening. The 1-0 pitch, swung on and hit high in the air. The wind's going to hold this one up. Andrew Vega calling everybody else off and makes the catch for the F6.
Now batting, number 6, Marcos
That brings up second
Lopez.
baseman for the Texans, Marcos Lopez. Lopez, his first appearance this evening. 2 outs in the inning and nobody on base. Wide in the first pitch from Ortega, down in the dirt for ball 1. Should he get the opportunity, this at bat, Noah Lopez, the center fielder, is on deck. But there are 2 outs in the inning. 1-0 pitch. High and tight for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Marcos Lopez, the second baseman for the Texans tonight. Nobody on base here.
Coach T told us that.
2-0 pitch. Struck in front of Jackson Turner for a clean base hit for Marcos Lopez.
Now batting, number 4, Noel Lopez.
Nice swing and contact. Went right over Ortega's head into center field. Puts a runner at first base with 2 outs, and Noah Lopez coming to bat. Center fielder for the Texans. Looks like we got a. No, it's the same runner that he was just changing out some of his gear. So Lopez running at first with 2 outs. Ortega takes a look over and comes home. That first pitch is a called strike 1. Lopez's first appearance this evening. One pitch is swung on and hit over the pitcher's head out to second base. He steps on the bag. Josh Caber was trending towards second base, and by the time he caught up to that ball, he was right on top of the bag and was able to step on it to retire Noah Lopez unassisted. So it's 4-4 for the third out to end this Sam Houston half of the second inning.
Oh, look, right over here.
The score remains 5-0 Volunteers. This is Texas High School Baseball on ZAP, presented by John Wayne Roofing.
Pools in Texas need servicing all year long. At Romy Pools, LLC, we provide quality pool services such as cleaning, maintenance, and repairs. So call 469-951-0107 for a free estimate and ask for Roberto. Romy Pools, LLC. We're going to make you fall in love with your pool again. Hablamos español.
PDA Advocacy Group would like to remind you that autism is a wide spectrum of neurological differences and it's on the rise, now affecting 1 in 36 Americans and more cases found in males. Those with autism have trouble with social interactions, communication, and can engage in repetitive or self-harming behaviors. While the causes of autism are still being researched, we can begin to learn more by visiting nationalautismassociation.org.
Here we go, coming back.
We're back live here for the Bowie half of third inning. Brody Ferguson was at bat. There seems to be some confusion. Brody Ferguson was at bat when the runner Ortega was thrown out at third base. Ferguson should be leading off here, but the Volunteers are sending Jason Wheeler to the plate.
What do I do to say on that?
Not sure what the confusion is here, but we'll go with it. Jason Wheeler got a double his last at bat. That first pitch is high and outside for ball 1 as the gale force winds continue here on this blustery Tuesday night. Not a cloud in the sky, but the wind is ferocious. 1-0 pitch to Wheeler.
Whatever you want.
I'm not sure why they just skipped Ferguson on that. He should have been at bat. 2-0 pitch to Wheeler. Sails outside for ball 2. Ball 3. So 3-0 count. De La Rosa is going to need to come to the plate. We would expect Wheeler to be taking all the way. 3-0 delivery. In there for a called strike one, right at the knees.
What was batter interference? Yeah. Oh, my bad.
3-0 pitch coming from De La Rosa. In there on that inside corner, belt high for called strike two. Count runs full. Scoreboard's behind on the strike. We've got it right on your scorebook. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch inside for ball 1, and Wheeler draws the walk.
Now batting, number 4, Josh Caber.
They should really make a lineup.
Caber stepping up to the plate with after getting a base hit, getting stranded at first base in that first inning when Ortega was thrown out at third. First pitch to him. With one runner at first. Squared to butt, bunted down the first baseline, picked up by the pitcher, thrown to first base.
Great job, Sebastian.
And I see no call by the umpire again.
Now batting,
Coach
number
Ferguson
12,
is going to go out and talk to the umpire and ask him what went on
I was
there.
about to say, he got no back. Yeah.
The plate umpire
Well, let the Atlas,
and
come
the
on,
home
the Atlas
and the field
over
umpire are going to consult.
Yeah, you got an Atlas.
Yes. Caber stays at first base. I think they're asking if there was interference on the play by the pitcher who came over to field the ball. De La Rosa bounced off the mound and fielded the ball. They are going to remain with the out on Caber. So it's a 1-3 put out for the first out of the inning. And Jason Wheeler makes it over to second base on the fielder's choice.
All right.
That'll bring up Roberto De Leon, the catcher for the Volunteers.
Pitcher lost his cap. Follows.
Pitcher lost his cap almost all the way over here to the fence. I lost my cap early on and just gave up. I just put it in the box because we're facing into the wind. And even with the headset on, I wasn't going to keep that hat on at all tonight.
I suspect that won't be the only hat we see blown tonight.
Like we said, the wind is at least 30 miles an hour blowing straight into our faces. Squares up to bunt again. This one's hopped in the air. The catcher catches it. De La Rosa bounced off the mound and caught that one mid-air. So I'm gonna put a P1. That's a little pop
Now batting, number 6,
one on that play for the second out of the
Vega.
inning, and Wheeler goes back to second base. So 2 outs now in the inning. Andrew Vega coming up to bat.
I wish I knew.
Vega drew a walk his last
Did you know
at
that
bat.
that kid was out for batters interference last time?
Balls with 2 outs in the inning and a runner at second.
How did you
First
know
pitch,
that was batters
fouled at the
interference?
plate for strike 1. Somebody's going to have to go get that ball. On deck player Alex Rojas trots over behind the batter's circle. No balls, 1 strike to Andrew Vega. That ball is hit to center field. Right fielder's calling it off and makes the catch. Adriel Estrada ranges over and makes that catch in these windy conditions. We'll call it F9 there for the 3rd out. And that'll retire the Volunteers with no runs scored. Score remains Vols 5, Texans 0. This is high school baseball on ZAP, presented by John Wade Roofing. Fans, the 3rd inning is presented by our friends at Eka Signs. Located in the heart of Arlington, they offer same-day production of certain rush orders and offer a wide catalog of custom printed materials. Call 817-617-2229 to find out how Eka Signs can help your brand's visibility. We'll be right back.
A-frames that bring their A game. The next time you need to get your brand out to the community, go with the printers who are in your community, Eka Signs. With everything from wall signs to banners, printed tees to hats, Eka can even do same-day rush orders on select products. Visit ikasigns.com/shop to see their full list. That's ikasigns.com/shop. Ika Signs, a partner of Zach Arnold Productions.
Unplug and replug me. See if you can get it to work.
Now batting for your Houston Texans, number 2, Adriel.
No, okay, here, let's go.
What's
Ooh,
that? We lost the camera.
Pops, we seem to have lost our camera.
Okay, yeah. Delete. Oh, try it. We are into the bottom of the third inning. Not sure if you can hear me, but we did lose our camera. Patsy's working on it. Leadoff batter for the Texans is Adriel Estrada. 1-1 count on him. That ball sails high. Ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. We're going to have to step away. Oh, we got the camera back. That ball's hit out to shortstop. Vega fields the ball, throws it over to first low, but Ferguson is able to hang on to it.
Now batting, number 3, Sebastian De La Rosa.
6-3 put out takes us to the top of the order, and Sebastian De La Rosa. De La Rosa, a strikeout victim in his first at bat tonight. Steps into that left-hander batting box as he's a left-handed pitcher. I'm a left-handed pitcher, but a right-handed batter.
Oh yeah, man.
De La Rosa's first pitch is over the head of the left fielder all the way to the ball. Over the wall, Alex Rojas giving chase, but De La Rosa steams into second base with a double.
Now batting, number 14, Angel Salgado.
You know, Pops, it seems like when the Texans score, when they hit, they hit it up.
Yeah, so far tonight, they've got some pretty good hits. They just haven't been able to connect on the scoring situation. Salgado coming up to bat now. Mark Ramos, should he get the opportunity, is on deck for Sam Houston. 1 out in the inning and 1 runner at second. Pitch home, gets away from the catcher. It rolls out to the left side towards third base. So De La Rosa stays put at second. We've played with some pretty short backstops so far this season, but this one is pretty far. It's a big backstop. This one's attempted bunt at the first baseline. Goes foul. That'll run the count to no balls and 2 strikes. Salgado not likely to try to bunt now. He'll be swinging away. As most baseball fans know, that if you bunt a third bunt attempt and it goes foul, it's an out. Look back at the runner at second, and the curveball comes in and it comes right back to our table here in front of us for a foul strike. There's no additional strike on that. The count remains 0-2. De La Rosa out at second base. 1 out here in the inning. Ortega looking in for the side from his catcher, De Leon. Takes a look back at De La Rosa. And swinging a miss by Angel Salgado.
Now batting, number 12,
second out of the
Mark
inning.
Ramos.
Brings up Mark Ramos, the shortstop, who got on base due to a E6 error of the shortstop last at bat and made it as far as third base, but wasn't able to score. De La Rosa remains out at second base. Ortega comes set, takes a look at De La Rosa, and comes home. First pitch is right at the knees for a call, strike 1. The pitch coming home, swung on and missed, strike 2. Ramos down early here. No balls, 2 strikes to Ortega.
Pops, these Texans are not afraid to swing the bat.
The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled to the right side right into the Texan dugout. Couldn't place that one any better if they tried.
No, Mark, they go back. Lucas, they go back.
Count remains, no balls and 2 strikes to Mark Ramos. And the batter, Ramos, asks for time at the plate, as Ortega took just a little bit too much time. Coaches for Sam Houston, Coach Perez down at third, Coach Tegler at first. Swung on, that curveball swung on and hit down the third base side fair. That's going to bring a runner around third. Here comes De La Rosa. Ramos stealing into second base with a shot at third base. It goes right over the bag and all the way down to the third base line. Alex Rojas had to field it back in there, and the Texans are on the board.
And there's another double for the Texans.
It sure is. The double down that third base line brings in the first run for Sam Houston, and that'll bring up Daniel Garcia. Or it should. We've got a bit different runner here, a different batter. We're going to have to look this one up.
Oh, yes!
Number 9 fouls it off.
Yo.
Nuke.
Evolution.
Bro, if that was fair, that would have been a home run.
No, man. He's too slow. Oliver's too slow.
Somebody must have changed shirts. I have Adriel Estrada in the 9 hole. But Estrada seems to be at bat.
Nice.
And he just hits it down the line, Mark scores automatically.
Should be Garcia.
Maybe I misread.
Adriel Estrada's already.
Go ahead.
Maybe I misread the coach's note.
No, it's right.
I gotta be up here.
I don't know what's going on with this batting order. We know that's Adriel. That's number 9. There is no number 9.
Just launched it into
Whoever number
center
9
field.
is, he hit it to center field, and it's caught for the third out. We'll try and figure this out. There's no 9 on the Texans roster at all. We'll take a break and see if we can unravel this mystery. This is high school baseball on ZAP, presented by John Wade Roofing.
John Wade Roofing has been serving the Arlington area since 1982, but the Wade legacy runs much deeper in the city of Arlington. A pioneer family that has had roots going back decades, John Wade and Company saw relatives attend the Cooper Street Arlington High campus and has had members play in Colt athletics for decades, and they're looking forward to serving this community for decades to come. Find out more at johnwaderoofing.com.
Thank you.
Thanks for your help.
Garcia's.
Looking for the most unique gift for your student or athlete? Local Legends Figures has you covered. The custom 6-inch figures are designed with you and your legend in mind. They even immortalize yours truly with a custom, never-before-used model to create a Zach the Voice figure for my 30th birthday. Huge thanks to our friends at Local Legends Figures. See pricing and place orders at locallegendsfigures.com.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Welcome back to Sam Houston's ball fielder. We figured out the difficulty. We misread the roster, and Oliver Coronado is the designated hitter for Daniel Garcia, who's playing in right field. Although Garcia is in the lineup on the left side, the DH spot it was under the substitute side was not clear. So that was a fly out to 8 for Oliver Coronado to end the last inning for the Texans.
Now leading off
So,
the top of the fourth
flipping the
inning,
page
the Bowie Volunteers,
and going
number 3,
to
Alex
the top of the fourth inning for Bowie, Alex Rojas is leading off the number 9 hole. That'll take us back to the top of the order. Jackson Turner on deck and Christian Uribe in the hole. De La Rosa on for his next inning of work. That ball's fouled to the right side. Giving chase is Lagunas, and he slides and just doesn't quite get there.
He should have done.
One strike on the new batter, on the first batter of the fourth inning here for the Volunteers. Alex Rojas flew out to center field his last at bat. That next pitch is a ball. Ball one at once. One ball, one strike to the batter Rojas. De La Rosa on for his fourth inning of work here. The lefty comes set, and the wind of the 1-1 pitch. Swung on that curveball, and it's hit to left center field. Lopez is roaming over, and he makes the catch. Loses his hat in the process, but a good job with the wind pushing that ball away from him to stay with it
Jackson
for another
Turner.
F8. One out in the inning. That'll bring up Jackson Turner. Turner with a strikeout and a fielder's choice on base and a run scored in the second inning. Turner playing center field for ball 6. First pitch from De La Rosa, low into the dirt, gets away from Angel Salgado. Nobody on base, so no problem there. De La Rosa set the 1-ball delivery. Curveball that hangs a little bit high that time for ball 2. Turner takes a couple of practice swings. De La Rosa's 2-0 pitch. Down low, ball 3. We expect Turner will be taking all the way here and force De La Rosa to bring one into the strike zone. The 3-0 pitch is a called strike. Count runs to 3-1 on Jackson Turner. One out here in the inning. No volunteers on base. 3-1 delivery. Swung on and chopped out toward third base. Estrada fields it, gets it across the diamond, and does get the out as Eduardo Lagunas does a really good job of picking that one up out of the dirt. 5-3 is the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up Christian Uribe with 2 outs. Uribe got a single and scored a run in his first at-bat and was hit by a pitch and put on base and scored a run in his second at-bat. De La Rosa's first pitch. Ball 1, a little bit. Neither one of these umpires have very demonstrative actions. The 0-1 pitch, swung on and chopped towards third again. Estrada fields the ball, throws it in the dirt again and again. Eduardo Lagunas does a good job of picking it out of the dirt for the third out with the 5-3 across the diamond. So 2 plays by the third baseman to the first baseman gets the Texans out of the inning clean, and that'll take us to the break between the 4th inning. We'd like to remind you that the 4th inning stretch is presented by Taqueria Taco Express. Featuring a wide, authentic menu, Taco Express can solve any Mexican food craving. Order online to collect points for free food, or get 5 tacos and a large agua fresca. Oh man, the agua fresca is good stuff, isn't it? We recommend the strawberry. And get this deal, 5 tacos and the large agua fresca on Tuesdays for just $10. We use Taqueria Taco Express and we love them. Go visit one of their several locations here in Arlington. Let's take a break here. The 4th inning stretch, Taqueria Taco Express. This is high school baseball on ZAP, presented by John Wade Roofing.
Taqueria Taco Express is your one-stop shop for all things authentic Mexican in Arlington and Grand Prairie. And this fall, you'll now have 4 stops to choose from. Visit the new location off 20 and Little Road or any of their 3 original locations and try their $10 Taco Tuesday. It includes 5 tacos and an agua fresca. They also feature new birria items plus tortas, gorditas, and more. Find out just how much more by visiting taqueriatacoexpress.com.
Oh, I see.
If you're a small business owner looking for reliable insurance coverage or perhaps just navigating the complexities of Medicare, look no further. Chapman Cornelius Insurance Services is a family-owned, independent agency with over 50 years of experience, specializing in tailored insurance solutions for small businesses and their owners. Whether you need property, liability, commercial auto, or even life and health insurance, their agents can help you feel secure in selecting the insurance you need. Call April Chapman or Jason Ott today at 817-265-3346.
Yeah, it's tricky. There it is. Welcome back to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Texans will send Eduardo Lagunas, Angel Estrada, and Marcos Lopez 1-2-3. First pitch to Lagunas is down low for ball 1. Eduardo Lagunas made some great plays for the Texans, digging some short throws out of the dirt to get a couple of outs there in that last inning. That ball is struck to left field, high in the air. Left fielder's going to be giving chase. Did he make the catch? He did! What an amazing catch by Alex Rojas in left field for the Bowie Volunteers. He was going away from the field, facing the wall, and made that catch over his shoulder. That's a Sports Center top 10 catch there. That was great.
If anybody was going to go deep, it
The F7 records the first out of the inning, but Lagunas really gave that one a ride, and a great catch there by Alex Rojas. That'll bring up Angel Estrada, the third baseman, who fielded those balls that were thrown across the field to make the outs in the last inning. Lagunas flew out to shortstop his first at bat. First pitch was the ball, second pitch was a called strike. 1-1 count to Angel Estrada. Ortega's next delivery swung on and fouled back. Ortega on for his fourth inning of work for the Volunteers. 1 ball, 1 strike to the number 6 hole hitter, Angel Estrada. That one swung on and fouled over the Texan stands into the street. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You can probably still hear the wind. Even though the sun is set, the wind is still fierce out here. That ball fouled at the plate. Count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes on Estrada. Roman Ortega still looking strong in his fourth inning here. The wind and the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled again over the right side. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. A couple of baseballs coming in from the Texan dugout. Got to resupply the plate umpire with enough baseballs to handle foul balls. Everybody gets set. Ortega looks for the sign, winds in the 1-2 delivery. Off speed pitch is fouled over the Texan press box. Count stays 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nice little battle going on here between the pitcher Ortega and the batter Estrada. Another 1-2 delivery. Swung on and fouled again over the right side. Got to bring some more baseballs in from the Texan dugout. As Estrada and Ortega are really battling here. Ortega's wind, a 1-2 delivery, swung on and fouled at the plate again off his foot. Estrada takes a little trip around the batter's circle, trying to walk that one off. It went off his foot and down the third base side where Coach Perez had to field it and get it back to the pitcher. Estrada steps back in, ready to go. Another 1-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch inside for ball 2. Ortega loses his hat now, as that's no big surprise tonight with this wind.
I don't know how they're all keeping him on.
2-2 pitch, swung on and fouled over the first base side, into the street once again.
He's even grinning too.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And this is 8th or 9th pitch here between these two. Swung on and tapped out to shortstop. Funny bounce. Oh, a bad bounce there on Andrew Vega.
Now batting, number 6.
I can't give him an error on that. That was a really bad bounce at the lip of the grass.
I think it hit the edge of the grass, and that's what made it do that.
I'm going to award Estrada A, for effort on hanging in there at that at bat, and B, because that took a really bad bounce on Vega, and that really wasn't his fault. So, with a runner at first base in Angel Estrada, that'll bring up Marcos Lopez with a runner at first and 1 out. That ball swung out and hit to Vega at second base. He shovels it to second, throws to first, and it gets away at first base. Runner gets up, runs. Lopez runs out to second, and it's overthrown into left field. The runner, Lopez, makes it all the way over to third on some little league errors. Angel Estrada is
now
out
batting, number
on the
4,
6-4.
Noel Lopez.
There's 2 outs in the inning, but Marcos Lopez ends up through a series of errant throws all the way over to third base. So I'm going to give him a single and then errors on the ensuing throws that get him over to third. And that'll bring up Noel Lopez, the center fielder, with a runner at third. First pitch to him is a called strike 1. So Marcos Lopez is 90 feet away for the Texans at third base. Lopez, the center fielder, Grounded out to second baseman on his first attempt. Ball 1. 1-1 count now on Noel Lopez. Next pitch is a called strike on the outside corner. Ortega runs the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lopez ready. Ortega's pitch. Everybody on the Bowie fielding side ran towards the dugout, but the umpire held fast with ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Noel Lopez. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for a swinging strike 3. And the Texans go down and leave that runner stranded at third base. So the score remains Volunteers 6, Texans 1. We'll take it to the inning break here. This is high school baseball on ZAP, presented by John Wade Roofing. We'll be right
If you're like me and need printed materials to get your brand out there to the community, then you need Eka Signs. Conveniently located in central Arlington, Eka features a wide selection of shirts, hats, banners, yard signs, acrylics, magnets for your car, magnets for your fridge, tumblers, A-frames, and more. Call Eka at 817-617-2229 for more information and tell them Zap sent you.
Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to hear Zach talk about things beyond the realm of sport, catch him with me, Ben Hart, on the Intergalactic Peace Coalition podcast. For nearly a decade, we've been geeking out on IPC about our favorite nerdy things. We have a back catalog of over 350 episodes diving into sci-fi and fantasy stories like no one else. Find the Intergalactic Peace Coalition at ipcpodcast.podbean.com or download via your favorite podcast app.
There it is.
Go.
Welcome back to the top of the 5th inning. Bowie's leadoff hitter, Roman Ortega, takes ball 1. No, the umpire called a strike. These umpires do not make any physical motion that we can see from our vantage point. And that was a called strike 1 of Roman Ortega. Ortega leading off. Ferguson on deck. That ball sails high for ball 1. Jason Wheeler in the hole. The 3, 4, 5 hitters for Bowie's lineup here in the top of the 5th. The 1-1 pitch from De La Rosa sails outside for ball 2. De La Rosa on for his 5th inning of work. Score, Bowie 5, Texans 1. 2-1 pitch is high for ball 2. Ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. It's a hitter's count for Roman Ortega. Ortega has walked and gotten a double in his 2 at-bats so far this evening. 3-1 pitch, swung on and hit down the left side, but it's going to go foul. We've seen a couple of hot shots down that left field line that have gone to the corner. That one stayed a little bit too high and tailed foul for the win. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. De La Rosa set in the payoff pitch. Curveball stays high. Roman Ortega draws the free pass.
Number 19, Brody Ferguson.
This brings up the first baseman, Brody Ferguson. We're not sure what happened to his second at bat this evening. It just seemed to have gotten skipped. We're going to get a courtesy runner here.
Do they announce bench runners?
We're not going to be able to see who it is. It's back to us, and the Bowie uniforms are hard to see that far away. It's 180 feet down there from where we're sitting. Nevertheless, a runner is at first base for Ortega, and Ferguson is at bat. Bowie uniforms are also black with a dark blue number on it. And we can see the numbers here at the home plate area, but we can't see them out there on the bases. 1-0 to Ferguson. He squares the bunt, then he backs up, swings away, and that ball's popped in the infield. In foul territory, the third baseman, Angel Estrada, makes the catch. The wind really blew that, but Estrada stayed with it.
Wheeler.
And that's going to be an F5 to retire Ferguson for the first out. Ferguson tried to bunt that one, and it just popped straight up into the air and over to the left side towards the third base dugout. And Angel Estrada was able to stay with it and take the out. That'll bring up Jason Wheeler with 1 out and a runner at first. First pitch to him is a called strike 1. Ortega, his pinch runner is at first base. Courtesy runner's at first base. Pitch home. Runner is going. Throw down to second base is wide. The runner makes it in safely on the stolen base. Back at the plate, Wheeler had a strike called on him on that pitch. His count is no balls and 2 strikes. De La Rosa's 0-2 pitch swung on and fouled back to the backstop. Count will stay 0-2.
You have a game tomorrow? You have a game tomorrow? I got a game tomorrow. Oh, we do have a game tomorrow. You want to play tomorrow? You want to play tomorrow?
0-2 pitch, swung on and fouled back to the right side. Count will stay, no balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's where you should be.
Wind picks up a little bit, as if it could pick up any more than it has been. Really adverse conditions here for broadcasting. Throw down to third base, that gets by the third baseman, and the runner strays off the base and gets tagged out. The runner was not paying attention over there at third base. He just kind of strolled around third and was tagged out. So that erases Roman Ortega's courtesy runner for the second out of the inning. I'm going to score that one a 2-5 out for 2 outs in the inning.
That pitch was a ball.
And we have
Counts
a 1 ball
1-2.
and 2 strike count on Jason Wheeler at the plate. That ball is swung, that pitch is swung through for strike 3, and all of a sudden Bowie is down 1-2-3 in this top of the 5th inning.
This
That'll
is
take
high
us to
school baseball brought to you by ZAP, sponsored by John Wade Roofing.
Las albercas en Texas necesitan servicios durante todo el año. Romy Pools brinda servicios de calidad, incluyendo limpieza, mantenimiento y reparaciones. Llama al número 469-951-0107 para una consulta gratuita y pregunta por Roberto. Romy Pools, haremos que te enamores de tu alberca de nuevo.
John Wade Roofing is celebrating 40 years serving the Arlington area. John Sr. played for Colt football and was the team MVP in '76. He went on to play for TCU, earning all conference honors. The family has a Colt legacy that spans generations and wants to help your family's roofing needs, plus gutters, painting, solar, and more. For more information, go to johnwaderoofing.com.
Almost. Okay, go.
We're back live. I feel like one of those weathermen that reports from a hurricane. The winds are so strong here at Sam Houston Texan ball field. As we head to the bottom of the 5th inning, the Texans will send their 9-1-2 hole hitters to the plate. Adriel Estrada will lead off. Sebastian De La Rosa will be on deck, and Angel Salgado, the catcher, will be in the hole. Squares to bunt and lets it go by, pulls the bat back in time for ball 1. Estrada grounded out to short his first time at bat this evening. Roman Ortega on for his 5th inning of work for the Volunteers. That pitch is fouled off to the right side over the first baseline. Count runs to 1 ball and 1 strike on the leadoff batter, Adriel Estrada. The 1-1 pitch. Low and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike to count to Estrada. Swung on and hit to shortstop. Vega makes the play, sets, throws to Ferguson at first and gets the out. The 6-3 put out is the first out of the inning. That takes us to the top of the order. And Sebastian De La Rosa. De La Rosa had a double his last at bat, one of several doubles that Mom mentioned earlier. When the Texans bat and get the bat on the ball, they seem to hit a double. Ortega comes set his first pitch to his counterpart pitcher. The left-handed batting De La Rosa is ball one. The 1-0 pitch. Low and outside for ball two.
World's on fire. How about yours? That's the way I like it, and I'm never getting bored. Hey now.
2 balls, no strike pitch coming from Ortega. Swung on and missed that off-speed pitch. Strike one. 2 balls and 1 strike. Sebastian De La Rosa. 2-1 pitch from Ortega. Swung on and hit to the Texan dugout. Fielded. Oh, misplayed there by Coach Corey May. Corey May is a friend of mine at St. Louis, so he gets an error on that. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count to De La Rosa. The pitch. Swung on and hit out to shortstop. Vega bobbles it, recovers, and eats it. It bounced off his chest, but by the time he recovered, he just decided to keep it instead of trying to go first. So De La Rosa is on with an error on Vega. The E6 brings up Angel Salgado with 1 out and a runner at first base. Salgado, the catcher for the Texans this evening. De La Rosa gets a lead off there. The first pitch to Salgado is the ball. 1-0 pitch, bunted right in front of the plate. It's going to be a tough play. The catcher fields it, gets it down to first, but the sacrifice works as the out from De Leon to Ferguson records the second out of the inning, but it does sacrifice De La Rosa down to second base. That'll bring up Mark Ramos, the shortstop for the Texans, with a runner at second base now and 2 outs. De La Rosa down at second. First pitch to Ramos is a call, strike one.
That time I could actually see field cars.
Yeah, I figure the fans watching on the video are seeing it easier than we are, as Ramos lifts that one into center field, and it's a fair ball. The runner's coming home from second. De La Rosa's going to score. That ball fell in front of Jackson Turner. He dove for it, and the ball bounced out of his glove as he dove, and that allowed Sebastian De La Rosa to come around and score. And Ramos will end up safe at first base. We're going to give him a base hit on that one, as that was a tough play for Jackson Turner. And with 2 outs and a run home, first base is now occupied solely with 2 outs here by Ramos. That'll bring up the DH Coronado. Coronado with a base hit in his first at bat. One ball, no strikes. Ramos gets a good lead off in there first. That ball's lifted. It's a shot to left field. It's going to hang up in the air, and Jackson Turner redeems himself and makes a fantastic running catch out there for the F8. Keeping up with the wind was really difficult on that one, and that'll retire the Texans. If they do put a run on the board, it's 5-2 Volunteers. We'll take a break. This is high school baseball on ZAP, presented by John Wade Roofing.
Hey Arlington residents, if you're like me and tired of rising insurance rates, then it's time to make the switch to Chapman Cornelius Insurance Services. Since 1984, they've been your trusted local insurance experts, offering competitive quotes for all your needs. Auto, homeowners, umbrella, renters, boats, and even classic cars. Why settle for less when you can get the best? Compare coverages today and see how much you can save by visiting chapman-cornelius.com. Chapman Cornelius, your local insurance partner since 1984.
Taquería Taco Express es la taquería oficial de Zach Arnold Productions. Extraordinaria y auténtica comida mexicana, aquí encontrarás el mejor menú para el paladar más exigente. Puedes visitarlos en una de sus 3 sucursales ubicadas en Arlington y en Green Prairie. No te pierdas de su grandioso especial todos los martes, Taco Tuesday, de 5 tacos y un agua fresca por solo $10. Para encontrarnos o hacer un pedido, visítalos a su página web taqueriatacoexpress.com.
Rosa still on the mound for the Texans. Bowie will send their 6, 7, and 8 hole hitters to the plate. Josh Caber leading off. De Leon on deck. First pitch to Caber is a ball. And Andrew Vega in the hole. Caber, the second baseman for the Volunteers. Got a base hit his first at bat tonight. That ball is hit down the third baseline foul. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch from De La Rosa. Curveball that drops into the zone for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Josh Caber. De La Rosa winds and deals. Curveball again, swung on a little bit early and fouled to the left side. Count stays 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Is that enough, Burger? No.
De La Rosa looks in to Salgado for the sign. And the 1-2 delivery. A little bit high for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the leadoff batter here in the top of the 6th inning, Josh Caber. The line of the 2-2 pitch, swung on and hit to the left side. Estrada fields the ball, throws it all the way across the diamond, but pulls the first baseman Lagunas off the base. And the leadoff batter Caber is aboard with a base hit.
Roberto De Leon.
That was a tough play at third base. I'm not going to give the third baseman an error on that. And the wind being a terrific factor here tonight. You give him a base hit and put Caber at first. That'll bring up Roberto De Leon, the catcher for the Volunteers tonight. De Leon settles into that right-handed batter's box. Left-handed pitching, De La Rosa is able to look straight at his opponent at first. But he comes home and that first pitch is an inside pitch for a ball. Caber getting a good lead off down there at second. Lagunas holding him on tight. De La Rosa comes set. And the pitch. Squared to bunt, and it is a bunt down the third baseline. It's going to die fair! Estrada was hoping it would roll foul so he could pick it up and be a foul ball. But the thick grass infield here at Sam Houston, the ball rolled dead. And that's a base hit for Roberto De Leon. Caber advances to second. We're going to have another change in runners here as De Leon, the catcher, comes in to get his gear back on. It looks like number 8 for Bowie. Try and look up. There's another bunt. Andrew Vega lays down the bunt and gets it over to first base in time. And that moves both runners around to scoring position.
Number 3, Alex Rojas.
The 2-3 put out is the first out of the inning for the Volunteers. Caber moves to third, De Leon to second. And that'll bring up Alex Rojas. First pitch to Rojas gets away from the catcher and skitters away for ball 1. Number 8 is Ryan Parker running at second base for De Leon. Parker at second base. Called strike 1 on Rojas. It's 1 ball and 1 strike with runners in scoring position. Want to see a clutch hit here from the balls. Bring a couple more runs across. When they're in scoring position, you want to bring them around. 1-1 from De La Rosa. It's a curveball that hangs high and again gets away from the catcher, Salgado, but nobody advances. Count runs to 2 balls and 1 strike on Alex Rojas. Rojas has flown out to center field both at bats this evening. I'd like to see him straighten one out and put it in between a hole here. Infield playing in, trying to get the runner at home, or preventing the bunt here. Count runs to 3 balls and 1 strike. I mean, Ramos and Lopez and Lagunas are all inside the grass area. Estrada at third is holding his runner there. 3-1 delivery home. It's swung on and hit to the outfield. It's going to left field. The player in left field, Garcia, bring that one in, but the runner tags at third, and Caber comes in to score.
Now batting, number 5, Jackson.
Caber comes in to score. Parker stays at second, and that's an F7 for the second out of the inning, but an RBI for Alex Rojas. Score now 6-2 in favor of the Balls, and that takes us back to the top of the order with Jackson Turner. So runner at second in Parker is the lone volunteer runner. So De La Rosa takes a look at him, comes home, and that first pitch to Turner is high for ball 1. One ball, no strikes to the batter. 2 outs in the inning, a runner at second base for Bowie. The 1-0 pitch. It says the umpire at the plate says the batter was hit by the pitch, so Jackson Turner will take first base on the hit by pitch.
Looks like it may have hit his feet.
Yeah, it hit just off the top of his foot, but I thought it was a bounce. Nonetheless, runners at first and second, 2 outs, and that'll bring up Uribe. First pitch in was fouled straight back into the fence for strike 1. Christian Uribe has a base hit, a hit by pitch, and a ground out to third in his 3 appearances. This is his 4th time at bat this evening here for the Volunteers.
Hey, Jose, you check your phone?
The 0-1 pitch, low and inside for ball 2. Is it ball 1? 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter, Uribe. The delivery home. High for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike to count to the 2-hole hitter, Christian Uribe. Christian holding down the hot corner in defense for the Balls tonight at third base. De La Rosa comes set. The 2-1 pitch. Low and inside again, ball 3. It'll be a hitter's count coming up here to Christian Uribe. Runner in scoring position out at second base, Parker. Parker, the courtesy runner for the catcher, De Leon.
Yeah, that's not bad.
3 balls, 1 strike to count to Uribe. The pitch swung on and hit to the gap in left center field, but it is hauled in by Daniel Garcia, who does a good job out there playing the wind and recording the F7 for the 3rd out. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. This is high school baseball on ZAP, presented by John Wade Roofing.
Local Legends Figures immortalizes your athlete's achievements for a lifetime. Featuring 6-inch figures with poses in football, baseball, band, hockey, even lacrosse. Local Legends makes every effort to show their likeness down to every possible uniform detail. To order your custom figure, call 817-681-0393 or email orders@locallegendsfigures.com.
The wind is just insane.
Well, you ready? Go.
Welcome to the Texans half of the 6th inning. The bottom of the 6th, we'll see Roman Ortega come out for his 6th inning of work as he comes out to do his warm-up pitches. The score, Bowie 6, Sam Houston 2. Of course, with the Sam Houston Texans being the home team tonight, they'll get to bat in the 6th inning and the bottom of the 7th inning. The Texans will send up their 5, 6, and 7-hole hitters this inning. Eduardo Lagunas, the first baseman, will lead off. Angel Estrada, the third baseman, will be on deck, and Marcus Lopez, the second baseman, will be in the hole to lead off this bottom of the 6th inning.
3.6 on the cataract.
So far, Roman Ortega has pitched a pretty good ball game.
60?
Stranding quite a few Texans on base. He's got a couple of 3 strikeouts so far.
No.
It's a solid ball game thus far in this evening's match.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th for your Sam Houston Texans, number 13, Eduardo Lagunas.
Laguna stepping into the left-handed batter's box to face the righty Roman Ortega. pitch in the bottom of the 6th inning. That breaking ball breaks about a foot in front of the plate for ball 1. Gets away from the catcher De Leon, but the on-deck batter goes and picks it up as Angel Estrada fields it and takes it back to the next one.
I lost the camera. There. Look, I lost the camera.
The 1-0 pitch coming from Ortega. Swung on and hit to the left side. The wind's going to push this one foul. And indeed, it is foul. It was close to the line down that third base side, but the wind was pushing it. Gale force winds here tonight. So it seems. We're trying to keep the computer lid open. Mom's having a whole argument up. We've got everything duct taped to the table. The 1-1 pitch home. But outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike to the leadoff batter, Eduardo Lagunas, the first baseman. He's grounded to second base and flown out to left field. That pitch is a called strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Popsy's right fielder taking a nap tonight with this wind. Nothing's going there.
Yeah, everything's being pushed to center field. That was fouled at the plate. Count runs 2-2. The one play that we've recorded to a right fielder, they had actually strayed over towards center field position, but he was tracking it so well he called the center fielder off and made the catch. That wind is really fierce tonight, blowing in from right field. The 2-2 pitch from Ortega. Curveball that's fouled on the left side and out into the softball field behind us here at Sam Houston Park. Another 2-2 pitch from Ortega. This one's inside for ball 3. Count runs full on the leadoff batter, Lagunas. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. That was a mighty swing. Lagunas was really looking for the fence on that one.
Angel
but he just
Estrada.
You know, Popsy's third baseman that are throwing first are having to put extra force behind those throws because they're throwing into the wind.
It brings up Angel Estrada, and the first pitch to him is outside and away for ball 1. Estrada's had a couple of good defensive plays at third base tonight. That one's low and inside, kicks up some dirt that of course blows into our faces.
Thank you very much.
2 balls and no strikes to count to Angel Estrada. Fly to 6 and a single, but put out strike to steal. That pitch is a call, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike to Angel Estrada.
We both wear glasses so that wind blowing the strikes is only sandy if we open our mouths.
You're watching it too?
That last pitch is a little bit low and outside. Count runs to 3 balls and 1 strike. It's a hitter's count to Angel Estrada. 3-1 delivery. High and outside, and Estrada draws the free pass.
Now batting, number 6, Marcos Lopez.
That puts a runner at first base with 1 out in the inning. That'll bring up Marcos Lopez to the plate. Lopez is 2 for 2 tonight at the plate with 2 singles. Sorry there, folks, some of that dust caught in my craw. Got all choked up there on that walk.
Let's go, Marcos.
First pitch is a called strike 1 to Marcos Lopez. Lopez with a good night at the plate. Let's see if he can bring that runner around. That pitch is outside. The catcher throws down to first base. De Leon trying to catch the runner off base. But Estrada able to get back easily. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter, Lopez. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to Marcos Lopez. Oh, and in the dirt to the outside and away. Ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Ortega's been getting behind in the count the last couple of batters here. That pitch is low for ball 4. 2 walks in a row.
Now batting number
You wonder if
4,
he's beginning to run out of
Noel
gas.
Lopez.
We've got a visit to the mound from Coach Ferguson here. We'll see if the pitcher's going to be changed out here, if this is just a talk, a little pep talk here maybe. Although Coach Ferguson has the ball in his hand.
And just say, now batting Pedro Estrada. Hey, look at your brother. He'll say so nobody can hear you.
Dust, debris flying across the infield here.
He's not here, is he?
Looks like Ortega's going to retain possession of the ball. That was just a pep talk. So the infield getting to discuss the defensive situation here with 2 runners on and 1 out. And Coach Ferguson gives a vote of confidence to Roman Ortega. Says, you've been doing good all game, young man. Let's buckle down and get these next couple of batters. Estrada at second, Marcos Lopez at first. The first pitch to Noel Lopez is low for ball 1. Lopez, the center fielder tonight. Grounded out and struck out his 2 at-bats. He hits this one to shortstop. Vega throws for the force out at second and gets it.
Now batting number 2.
So the runner coming down, Marcos Lopez is out at second on the 6-4 for the second out of the inning. Angel Estrada will move over to third. Noel Lopez will take up first on the fielder's choice. And that'll bring up Adriel Estrada with 2 outs in the inning and runners at the corners. First pitch to Estrada, a little bit outside for ball 1. Adriel Estrada with a ground out to short, both times at bat tonight. The 1-0 pitch, down low, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 outs now in the inning. Runners at the corners for the Texans. The 2-0 pitch. In there for a called strike 1 on the outside corner. Estrada hanging back and waiting for Ortega to bring one into the strike zone. The 2-1 pitch, low for ball 3. Another hitter's count here coming up for Adriel Estrada, the right fielder for tonight's ball game. The 3-1 pitch from Ortega. In there for a called strike 2. Estrada was already running past the catcher when the umpire called that strike. The count is full here. The payoff pitch. And that's a ball low and outside.
Now batting number 3.
3 walks in the inning for Ortega.
De La Rosa.
Runner from first will move down to second. It'll be Angel Estrada at third, Noah Lopez at second, Adriel Estrada at first, and that'll bring us to the top of the order with Sebastian De La Rosa, the pitcher. Steps into that left-handed batter's box, and Ortega winds and delivers a curveball to him that hangs outside. De La Rosa with a double and an E6 in his last 2 at-bats, scoring 2 runs tonight. That ball is fouled at the plate off of De La Rosa's leg. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ortega looking to pitch himself out of a jam here. Base is full of Texans. The 1-1 delivery. Swung on and missed by De La Rosa. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The drama mounts. The crowd gets into it, backing their pitcher Ortega. The 1-2 delivery. Gets away at the plate, all over the backstop, but it's hit back. It's a dead ball.
Now
dead ball situation
number
hit
14,
by pitch.
Angel Salgado.
So De La Rosa will take up first base. Estrada comes in to score. Noah Lopez moves over to third, and Adriel Estrada down to second. And the coach is out with the hook now. So So Ortega's night is done. We're going to step aside with a pitching change here. Folks, we'd like to remind you that a mid-game pitching change is a signal from the coach, is a sign of a pitching change. And the next time you need signs, banners, printed shirts, or other materials, ICA Signs is the local printer to call. 817-617-2229 is the number, and tell them Zap sent you. We'll let you know who the new pitcher is right after these commercial breaks.
Taqueria Taco Express is your one-stop shop for all things authentic Mexican in Arlington and Grand Prairie. And this fall, you'll now have 4 stops to choose from. Visit the new location off 20 and Little Road or any of their 3 original locations and try their $10 Taco Tuesday. It includes 5 tacos and an agua fresca. They also feature new birria items plus tortas, gorditas, and more. Find out just how much more by visiting taqueriatacoexpress.com.
Defensive changes.
Pools in Texas need servicing all year long. At Romy Pools, LLC, we provide quality pool services such as cleaning, maintenance, and repairs. So call 469-951-0107 for a free estimate and ask for Roberto. Romy Pools, LLC. We're going to make you fall in love with your pool again. Hablamos español.
Okay. Bases are still loaded, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Welcome back to live action here from Sam Houston Texans Field. The new pitcher for the Bowie Volunteers, the shortstop Josh Caber coming in from second base to take over duties on the mound. Roman Ortega goes 6.2 innings here, and it looks like Ortega is going to stay in the game and move over to first base. Number 2 is now out at second base.
Salgado.
So Ortega to third. And they brought somebody in. The first pitch home is a called strike 1. Josue Martinez at second base.
That pitch fouled back, strike 2.
No balls and 2 strikes. The new pitcher, Josh Caber, up in the count early here to Angel Salgado. Bases full of Texans. The 0-2 pitch swung on and fell back to the backstop. So the defensive alignments, the former pitcher Ortega at first, Josue Martinez comes in to play second, Caber on the mound. The 0-2 pitch swung on and chopped at the plate right back. It's going to hit our fence right in front of the broadcast area. Count will remain no balls and 2 strikes. Caber doesn't like that baseball, throws it back, they exchange at the plate. Angel Salgado down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes here, 2 outs in the inning, and the base is full of Sam Houston Texans. The 0-2 pitch for Caber. Swung on and missed. The bases are loaded. Oh no, he called it a foul tip. Called it a foul tip at the plate. So Salgado stays alive, battling here. Count stays, no balls and 2 strikes. Caber working from the windup. His 0-2 pitch. Chin high for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Salgado. The 1-2 pitch again. That one he got, and De Leon hung on to for a swinging strike 3, leaving the bases loaded, full of Texans. The Volunteers pitch out of a jam there as Josh Caber gets the strikeout. We'll head to the Volunteer half of the 7th inning. We go. This is high school baseball on ZAP, presented by John Wade Roofing.
A-frames that bring their A game. The next time you need to get your brand out to the community, go with the printers who are in your community, ICA Signs. With everything from wall signs to banners, printed tees to hats, ICA can even do same-day rush orders on select products. Visit ICASigns.com/shop to see their full list. That's IKASigns.com/shop. ICA Signs, a partner of Zach Arnold Productions.
John Wade Roofing has been serving the Arlington area since 1982, but the Wade legacy runs much deeper in the city of Arlington. A pioneer family that has had roots going back decades, John Wade and Company saw relatives attend the Cooper Street Arlington High campus and has had members play in Colt athletics for decades, and they're looking forward to serving this community for decades to come. Find out more at johnwaderoofing.com.
Okay, ready? Go.
Welcome back to live action here on the campus of Sam Houston High School for this district action between the Bowie Volunteers and the Sam Houston Texans. Bowie on top 6-3, heading into the top of the 7th inning. Bowie will send Roman Ortega. We'll have to see who's on deck. It looks like it's Ortega taking over Ferguson's spot. Wait a minute. This is Roman Ortega at the plate. We'll just have to play this one by ear, folks. Ortega leading off, the number 4 spot and 5 spot due up in the inning. Changes in the lineup, and we'll take it one batter at a time and see who Coach Ferguson sends up. Got my Bowie lineup pulled up on the phone, ready to go. As Roman Ortega, the new first baseman, fouls one off and has one strike on it. That next pitch is a little bit outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the leadoff batter, Roman Ortega. That ball's chopped to the Bowie dugout.
That's 19. It is the same as Brody again. It was 19, right?
De La Rosa pitching his 7th inning of work. As Ortega skies this one to the left side. The Texans giving chase, but it's going to float out of bounds over the fence. Shortstop Mark Ramos and Daniel Garcia, the left fielder, both giving chase. The wind pushed it out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the leadoff batter, Ortega. De La Rosa's 1-2 pitch. Curveball that hangs high and outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 delivery. Swung on and hit down that left field line again. He's getting out in front of those pitches. That one goes foul. The count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ortega swinging just a little bit early and pulling those down that left field line in foul territory. De La Rosa comes set. The 2-2 pitch. Curveball not breaking well over the strike zone. That one goes outside and high for ball 3. Count full now to the leadoff batter, Roman Ortega. Payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled at the plate.
I'm sure these batters are having to take the wind into account, that pulling it, swinging early on it.
Foul pitch again, swung on, popped in the infield. This one should be playable except for the wind. Third baseman camping under it, and Angel Estrada makes the catch on the pop out. So the F5 is the first out of the inning for the Balls. And that'll bring up Brody Ferguson. Brody Ferguson grounded out to third baseman last at bat. One out in the inning. The first ball hitting to the right side, popped up in the air. Catcher and first baseman giving chase, and it bounces off the stands just outside the fence. Good hustle there by Eduardo Lagunas to try and catch that one to get another out. But it's just a big long strike. No balls at 1 strike to Brody Ferguson. De La Rosa's 0-1 pitch. Low and inside for ball 1. The wind just keeps getting stronger, doesn't it, Mama?
It does. I really thought it would die down when the sun went down, but it's still stronger than it was when the sun was up.
1-1 pitch from De La Rosa. A little bit too low for the umpire. 2 balls and 1 strike. De La Rosa's wide in his 2-1 pitch. A little bit inside, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Hitters count to Brody Ferguson. The delivery swung on and hit to shortstop. Ramos fields it cleanly, throws to first, and gets the 6-3 out for the second out of the inning.
Number 15.
Good field and throw there by the shortstop Ramos, and that'll bring up number 15, Jason Wheeler. Checking my numbers to make sure we didn't have any pinch batters here for Bowie. Wheeler with a double in his first at bat tonight and scored a run. De La Rosa's first pitch to him is swung on and hit to actual right field. Estrada's going to get a chance. He's got to play it and it bounces in front of him. The wind pushed it just at the last minute. He was under it and he was ready for it. Jason Wheeler, we're going to give him a double on that because it was not Adriel Estrada's fault that the wind caught that one and wreaked havoc. So Wheeler out at second base with a double. Brings up Josh Caber, the new pitcher for the Balls, and that's going to bring a little mound visit here, and that's going to be the end of the night for Sebastian De La Rosa, who pitched a really good game into the 7th inning here. 7.2 innings of work here, and we're going to step aside as the Texans will be bringing in a new pitcher, and we will have that pitcher's name for you here in just a minute. This is another mid-inning pitching change. The new pitcher on the mound during a break, which is a sign of a change. The next time you need signs, banners, printed shirts, or other print materials, Ika Signs is the local printer to call. 817-617-2229 is the number, and tell them Zap sent you. Mid-inning pitching change here by Ika Signs. We'll be right back in just a minute and tell you who it is. This is High School Baseball and Zap presented by John Wade Roofing.
Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to hear Zach talk about things beyond the realm of sport, catch him with me, Ben Hart, on the Intergalactic Peace Coalition podcast. New episodes drop monthly featuring news, reviews, discussions, and tangents on all our favorite franchises, including Marvel, DC, Star Trek, Star Wars, Stranger Things, Harry Potter, Jurassic Park, Dune, Godzilla, Firefly, Pixar, Doctor Who, Indiana Jones, The Last of Us, James Bond, House of the Dragon, Ghostbusters. I think you get the picture. Find the Intergalactic Peace Coalition at ipcpodcast.podbean.com or download via your favorite podcast app.
Because I want to see if I can figure out who's in right field.
PDA Advocacy Group would like to remind you that autism is a wide spectrum of neurological differences and it's on the rise, now affecting 1 in 36 Americans and more cases found in males. Those with autism have trouble with social interactions, communication, and can engage in repetitive or self-harming behaviors. While the causes of autism are still being researched, we can begin to learn more by visiting nationalautismassociation.org.
Coming back, ready? Go.
Back to live action here. The new pitcher for the Texans is Adriel Estrada, number 2. The first pitch from Estrada to Josh Caber is a foul ball down the left field line. Estrada coming in from right field. Next pitch is a ball 1. Daniel Garcia moved to right field. That means we have a new left fielder, and we'll just have to see if we can figure out who that is based on the spyglass here. That ball hits Caber square in the back for a hit by pitch that sends him to first base. So Wheeler at second, Josh Caber at first. Let me peer out to left field and see if I can see a number. Number 4 in left field.
Now batting, number 12, Roberto De Leon.
Noel Lopez moves from center to left.
You said they don't call pinch runners next home ask.
Now you have to try to see out to center field.
Yeah, now I got to see out to center field. That brings up Roberto De Leon. And number 3 is in center field. That's our starting pitcher, De La Rosa.
I think that completes the cycle.
Yep. De La Rosa in center. Lopez moves over to left. First pitch to Roberto De Leon is a ball outside.
Actually, that's the second pitch.
Second pitch, sorry, I was looking at that center fielder.
2 balls, no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes. That ball's hit to right field, but the wind's going to push it foul. No way. Boy, that wind went a long ways. That was headed straight down the line, but it ended up way over by the fence. Long foul ball for a foul. Strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike on De Leon.
Goodness is getting quite a workout chasing those foul balls.
I got no tonight, for the destination of no trip. There's gateway that we're going south. Awesome.
Top half of the 7th inning, the Balls have 2 outs, but 2 runners on.
I don't know, straight
The
someone.
pitch is inside for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike on De Leon.
Well, Texas is south.
Wheeler at second, Caber at first.
That's north of us. Oh, Houston?
Estrada's 3-1 pitch. Swung on and hit foul down the third baseline.
I don't know where.
Angel Estrada come over and field it. Yeah, everybody, all the runners go back to their bases. Try this again. Count is full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch from Estrada. Swung on and fouled over the first base line out into the street. Count to stay, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runners were going, and they all have to go back to their original bases here. Wheeler back to second, Caber back to first. Throw down to second base. Wheeler's back easily, no tag even applied.
Did we really just try that?
Just trying to keep Wheeler honest out there. Estrada comes set. 3-2 pitch is a called strike 3, and the Texans go to the inning. A looking strikeout for Adriel Estrada ends the inning, much to the chagrin of the Bowie faithful over on the third base side, but that'll end the inning and bring us to the bottom of the 7th with the Texans' last at bat. We'll take a break. This is high school baseball on ZAP, presented by John Wade Roofing.
Pools in Texas need servicing all year long. At Rami Pools, LLC, we provide quality pool services such as cleaning, maintenance, and repairs.
It's okay.
So call 469-951-0107 for a free estimate and ask for Roberto. Rami Pools, LLC. We're going to make you fall in love with your pool again. Hablamos español.
If you're a small business owner looking for reliable insurance coverage, or perhaps just navigating the complexities of Medicare, look no further. Chapman Cornelius Insurance Services is a family-owned, independent agency with over 50 years of experience, specializing in tailored insurance solutions for small businesses and their owners. Whether you need property, liability, commercial auto, or even life and health insurance, their agents can help you feel secure in selecting the insurance you need. Call April Chapman or Jason Ott today at 817-265-3346.
Okay, go.
Welcome back to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Volunteers need 3 more outs to notch their 3rd district win here in the 2025 campaign. With the new pitcher Josh Caber on the mound, who got pitched out of a bases-loaded jam in the bottom of the 6th inning, back on the mound, the Texans will send their 3, 4, and 5 hitters to the plate. Mark Ramos leading off, Oliver Coronado, the designated hitter, on deck, and Eduardo Lagunas, the first baseman, in the home. Ramos, Coronado, Lagunas, 1, 2, 3 for the Texans.
Houston Texans. Number 12.
Ramos has been on base all 3 times this evening. Got on base on an error in the first at bat, a double in his second at bat, and a single his last time up. He's had a really good night at the plate, has Mark Ramos, the shortstop for the Texans. Ramos steps into the right-handed batting box, and we're ready to go here. First pitch from Caber. Called, long delay on that called strike by the umpire. No balls and 1 strike. Another curveball hit out to third baseman. Uribe fields, delivers to first base, and Ortega records the out at first.
Now batting, number 9, Oliver
5-3, the putout.
Coronado.
Put out the inning, and that brings up Oliver Coronado. Coronado's been on base once with a leadoff base hit in his first at bat, and flown out to center the last 22 times up. Caber needs 2 more outs here as the wind picks up even stronger. Seems the later we go in the evening, the stronger the wind gets. Caber's first pitch, low and gets away from De Leon at the plate. Nobody on base though, so it doesn't make any difference, except for all the dust they kicked up. We got our own little dust storm here at the CM Houston ballpark. The 1-0 pitch from Caber. High for ball 2. De Leon really had to reach and come out of his crouch to corral that one. 2 balls and no strikes to the designated hitter, Coronado. Caber's 2-0 delivery. High for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. We would expect Coronado to be taking all the way here. He wants to see Caber come into the strike zone. Eduardo Lagunas on deck, and that ball does catch the outside corner for strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike hitter count to Oliver Coronado. And that pitch is low.
Now
ball
batting,
4, Coronado.
number 13,
will take the 4
Eduardo Lagunas.
Get to first base, and that'll bring up Eduardo Lagunas. So 1 runner on, 1 runner out, 1 out here in the inning. And the left-handed batting, Eduardo Lagunas, up to the plate. Coach Meadows signaling to him. Looks like we're going to get a pinch runner at first base. It's number 23 for the Texans. Look up on our score sheet here. Angel Quintero now running at first base for Coronado. Laguna steps into the plate, and the first pitch is outside for ball 1. Coach Meadows looking to put some speed on the base paths out there.
Hey, don't hate me because I love you.
Quintero.
No, they came into town after all that happened.
The 1-0 pitch from Caber. In there for a call, strike 2.
But then I remember that you hate me.
Sorry, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. On the first baseman Lagunas.
I'm calling the
1-1 pitch,
baseball game right now.
high and inside for ball 2.
I'm in
2
the
balls,
box
1 strike.
calling, like batters and all that stuff.
And I'm doing the scoreboard.
Writers doing the scoreboard. Bottom of the 7th, last half of the inning, we're down 6-3. Play good though. Just not
The pitch
great,
outside,
but
3 balls and 1 strike. Hitters count to Eduardo Lagunas.
What do you do?
Score is 6-3. Ball and strike counts right. Counts right, we're good. The 3-1 pitch. High and inside for ball 4. 2 consecutive walks issued by Caber.
Now batting, number
Texans
15,
at first and second base.
Angel
Quintero, the pitch runner, is
Estrada.
out. Second, Lagunas at first. That'll bring up Angel Estrada. Angel Estrada has a base hit and a walk in his last 2 appearances. Caber takes a look at second base at Quintero, but his pitch home. Call! Strike 1 on that low outside corner.
Should I go press the umpire that did the game?
Takes a look at second twice, comes home. Popped up to the right side. It's fading to the fence. It's going to go into the stands for a foul ball.
I like those guys. That was good hustle.
De Leon gave chase. Ortega came over to help, but the wind pushed it into the stands. No balls and 2 strikes to the batter Estrada. Angel Estrada playing a good third base for the Texans tonight. Caber up in the count, no balls and 2 strikes here. The 0-2 pitch. Down in the dirt for ball 2. The pitch, throw down to first base. Runner is back safely. Lagunas gets back under the tag. De Leon with a sharp throw down there, trying to catch the runner lollygagging. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count at the plate. The pitch is down. It's going to drop for a base hit. The runner held, and he's going to be out on a force at third base. The runner held, thinking that Turner might be able to catch that when it bounced right in front of him. Turner threw it into third base and was able to get the force out on Quintero. So that's going to be an 8-5 put out. It's kind of a funny scorebook thing. 8-5 put out on the force on Quintero. The other 2 runners moved up on the play. Estrada with a single. Or more likely a fielder's choice is what that would be. Marcos Lopez up, takes ball 1. Estrada at first, Lagunas at second. Lopez at the plate, high for ball 2. Marcos Lopez. 2 balls, no strikes. Texans down to their last out with runners at first and second. 2-0 pitch in the zone for strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Kick and the throw to second base. He's back there safely. Field umpire right on top of that play. But Laguna is able to get in under the tag. Count remains 2 balls and 1 strike at the plate to Marcos Lopez. Laguna seems to hurt himself, but that pitch is ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike on Marcos Lopez. Laguna's doing some windmill stretches out there at second base. Looks like he might have tweaked that shoulder when he dove back in. My teeth are gritty from the sand, Bob. 3-1 pitch at home. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Texans down to their last strike. Full count. Yeah. Full count to Marcos Lopez. Caber looks at second again. Lagunas stutter steps to try and get back. It's like he was leaning towards third. Not even a throw that time by Caber. Full count pitch. High for ball 4. And we'll go 1 more batter.
Now batting, number 4, Noel Lopez.
Lagunas down to third. Estrada to second. Marcos Lopez takes up residence at first base on the walk, and that'll bring up Noel Lopez, the center fielder, who's 0 for 3 at the plate tonight. He did get on base on a fielder's choice, but the bases again are full of Texans with 2 outs. First pitch from Caber is chopped to the pitcher. He's going to go to first base. Brody Ferguson hauls it in, and the 1-3 putout ends the game. And Bowie indeed goes 3-0 in district to begin the 2025 campaign. We're gonna leave it on the baseball field because the wind is wreaking havoc on us here tonight, and we're just gonna stay right here and give you an abbreviated version of the post-game show. But congratulations to your Bowie Volunteers as they go 3-0 in district action. Great start off to this 25 campaign as they defeat the Sam Houston Texans at Sam Houston 6-3 tonight on a good pitching outperformance by Roman Ortega.
Yes, he lasted 5 deep into the game, and on
Take your bar.
time. And
I press
really,
stop.
showed a lot of
I press stop, right?
I will say this, pardon the obvious pun,
Oh, plug it?
the Texans showed a lot of grit
Boom.
tonight. And,
Turn it off.
The sand in the teeth fun
the
there.
sand in the teeth. They weren't afraid to swing the bat, but Ortega had good backup from his defense and was able to hold them scoreless through several innings.
Now, on the offensive side for the Bowie Volunteers, I'm impressed that they put runs up in 3 of the 7 innings tonight, put them in bunches. They got 3 runs in the first inning, 2 runs in the second, and then tagged on a security run in the 6th inning. They had a good ball game offensively, and when they would get runners in scoring position, they were getting clutch hits that were bringing the runners in.
Yes.
So it was a good game overall by the Bowie Volunteers tonight, offensively and defensively. Josh Kaber came in to close the door on the Texans. There were twice that the Texans had the bases loaded. In the 6th inning, Kaber came in a very difficult situation and was able to get the balls out of the inning with a strikeout. And then in the 7th inning, again, the Texans making noise, loading the bases, and Kaber able to pitch out of that jam too. So as a relief pitcher, I think Coach Ferguson and Coach Kraut has found some good outing tonight by that relief pitching staff. Their bullpen came through tonight.
That's right.
So it was a good ball game overall by Bowie. So let's remind you that this post-game show is presented by John Wade Roofing. John Sr. played for Arlington High and was a team MVP in 1976. He also played for TCU and UTA football, earning all conference and conference champion honors. After a stint with the Houston Oilers, Wade started roofing in 1982 and never looked back. His legacy on the gridiron is now matched by the legacy the company has built in the community for over 40 years. The next time you have roofing needs, or gutters, painting, solar, or more, call the family that does more at 817-265-5520. That's going to wrap it up for us tonight here. Mom, you have any final thoughts on this ball game?
I think coaches, players, umpires, fans, announcers, everybody who lasted through this game deserves some kind of prize for making it through a hurricane in the middle of a baseball game.
Absolutely. We'd like to remind you that these same 2 teams will match up on Friday night at the ballpark at Bowie, and Zap will be presenting that ball game. Hopefully there won't be as much wind on Friday night. But tune in to Bowie Vol Baseball once again on Friday night, presented right here on Zach Arnold Productions. That's going to be a wrap for us here from Sam Houston. Your final score, Bowie 6, Sam Houston 3. We thank you for joining us, and we'll see you soon.